SMT Nation, we back. We've got two stories to look at here today. One out of T-Mobile and Comcast. These two companies kind of going at it publicly, and then the second piece is actually out of AT&T. Let's start first with the Comcast story. All right, story is from Fierce Wireless. I'll go ahead and link it in the description for you. Comcast stokes competitive flames with T-Mobile 5G home internet. I just want to let you guys know, forewarning, Comcast is really, really dumb for this. And somebody actually deserves to get fired there. And I'm going to explain why on my take. Okay, so what exactly is happening is Comcast is essentially hosting a website in which they're kind of pushing this ad campaign where they're trying to really talk down T-Mobile's 5G home internet, their T-Mobile home internet service. In and of itself, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to try to downplay how good your competitors are. I totally get that. That's the way it works. There's two ways to advertise for your company. You can advertise as the best, or you can advertise how your competitors are not as good, right? Or terrible or whatever. All right. So what they're doing here at Comcast is they're focusing on how terribly inferior T-Mobile home internet is compared to Xfinity broadband, which may or may not be true, but in and of itself, it does not matter. Here's what Xfinity is doing. They're saying, look, our networks are going to be 36 times faster than T-Mobile. And then they mock T-Mobile's 5G services because they're saying that they're slow and they are subjected to times of slowing down due to weather, surrounding terrain, use inside buildings, or moving vehicles. So the one thing I want to say in response to this is the number one reason big cable is not growing anymore is T-Mobile home internet. T-Mobile home internet is rocking cable's world. They are absolutely ruining their momentum. They are destroying their growth prospects. T-Mobile is adding 500 and 600,000 subs a quarter since their actual true national scale launch outside of their beta. They've done nothing but phenomenal numbers every quarter. Like, it's predictable. Like, my expectation this quarter for Q3 is T-Mobile's going to add another 600 or 650,000 net adds. And it coincides with the fact that cable, for the first time ever, and like, I don't even know when, they have negative growth. They're losing customers. People are going to T-Mobile, folks. And what could Comcast actually say to this? Like, you're going to sit here and dog how horrible the service is, yet people are leaving your service for T-Mobile. They are leaving the good service to go to the inferior service, according to you. What does that say about you? Is it your explosive pricing? Is it your treatment of customers? Or is it the fact that at times your infrastructure and your performance is the inferior one because it's unreliable or it's problematic or the upload sucks anyways? There are a lot of people that'll tell you T-Mobile home internet is good enough, and I was happy to leave Xfinity. Happens all the time. So no matter what Comcast says, they play favorites, they have, deprioritization and reduced speeds to mobile traffic and blah, blah, blah. All that is fine and dandy. What does that say about you that people are leaving your superior service for this inferior service? Oh, and one more thing. They talk about how like speeds can slow during times of congestion and we got to become vampires and all that in the commercials. It's all good, fun and games. But one more thing though. Whoever at Comcast said, "We're going to call out T-Mobile by name." You are so stupid. That is advertising 101, folks. You never use a competitor's name in your advertising. That is free advertisement. T-Mobile didn't have to pay a dime, and here Comcast is calling them out by name in these commercials. So stupid. If you've ever watched like detergent advertisements, they always say the leading competitive brand. They never say the competitor's actual brand name. Why would you be so stupid? Now people are going to watch these ads. They're going to see these ads and say, what is this about? What is this T-Mobile service? This is free airtime for T-Mobile, and they don't even have to drop a dime on the bill. Whoever decided this was going to be the move at Comcast, you deserve to be fired. You just advertises for T-Mobile for free. So dumb, so foolish. idiotic, moronic, asinine, ass-10, ass-11, the whole thing, whatever you could think of, you fill in the blank, you deserve to be fired. So stupid. What do you guys think? Comment down below on this story. Interesting stuff. All right, next we have the AT&T story. This one is about edge zones and how this is going to benefit AT&T. So they got 10 of them currently. For those of you that don't know what edge zones are, they're cloud resources that are located near the network edge that specifically for the case of mobile operators will be able to support their standalone 5G network cores and then minimize the distance that communications have to travel from end to end. So AT&T's currently got 10 in operation. I think they're moving towards 12 by the end of the year. And their chief technical officer, chief technology officer, posted that we should expect to see those very, very soon. So, with this type of infrastructure and all their experience that they probably garnered during the whole like FirstNet expansion, they've been working on these types of processes for a while, giving unique priority and preemption features to like FirstNet. They're kind of familiar with this by creating like these near term or near location edge zones. It allows AT&T to differentiate their managed services and stuff like that. Think about like autonomous vehicles and other 5G use cases that are going to need unique, connectivity standards. It allows them to do that, and it allows them to do it their own on the edge. And this probably, along with things like their hyperscaler contracts and deals with like Microsoft and Azure. I know Verizon has a thing with AWS. I think T-Mobile's working with Google on some stuff. They'll probably work with AWS as well. uh, Seeing more of these edge zones operational for AT&T puts them in the catbird seat. As we're seeing Verizon working with mobile edge compute as well. But this is going to become more meaningful in 2023. But go ahead and put this on the radar. We'll probably see a formal announcement by the end of the year or something at the beginning of next year in which more of these infrastructure 5G network edge announcements are going to be made. And very exciting times. We can't wait for the SA 5G to really kind of launch and then see what it does for us as people that are really into the technology and what this is going to do with things like IoT, handheld devices, gaming experiences, as well as like AR, VR. When you're at the airport, when you're at like sporting events, who knows? They're going to think of all these unique use cases. Very exciting time. So we'll track this story when it does get updated. Tell me what you guys think of that. And then Comcast with the dumb bonehead move. You never call out a competitor by name. You just don't do that. Stupid. Comment down below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more. Turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links in the description box for my Twitter, my Gmail address for business inquiries, and then also my Patreon page. And now you can turn on that join button. Go ahead and check that out, and you can get early access to videos, exclusives, and live streams not found anywhere else. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.